us sort of a summary of your findings?
Yeah, well, we were delighted to find that taking Doxy-PEP as soon as possible or within 72 hours after condomless contact really remarkably reduced new bacterial STIs. So on average about 65% per quarter, and that held up between those taking PrEP, and it wasn't different in those who were living with HIV. So we're really delighted to see how effective this simple and cheap intervention was. I think what we really learned from PrEP is that we need more tools, right? We have condoms are important, but having more tools is better. And so I think we've seen, year over year that the STI incidence is going up in some populations that have been disproportionately impacted. So this represents, I think, a much needed tool that we have as a complement to other things that people are doing to reduce their risk of sexually transmitted infections. So having more tools is always going to be a better thing. And one thing that I think we really want to have learned from the PrEP experience, when PrEP first rolled out, there was a lot of skepticism about it, and I think a lot of thinking, well, gosh, do you really need to take a medication for a disease that you don't have? Aren't there better ways to avoid this? And now I think we all recognize that HIV PrEP has been an unmitigated success, and it's saved lives and reduced infections. And I hope that we can learn from that for the right people, offering them doxycycline, and to not shame them about their STI incidence, but to say this is another tool in the toolbox, because we're all in this together to try to reduce STI incidence. Connie, would you add to that?
Yeah, I think the other thing that we heard from participants is that even though gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis are not associated with mortality, they do have morbidity and they do impact people's sexual relationships. And so the men that were in the study really described a lot of desire to reduce their risk, and I think it's a highly acceptable and desired intervention for men. Both U equals U and PrEP have changed things, and so we have to come to terms with the fact that condomless sex is happening, right? And we need to make it safer and make sex more of a positive experience.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 26th, year 2023. So yesterday I had a doctor's appointment that I was supposed to go to the doctor's office, but we ended up doing it over the internet. I have to give her this call where she sends you a link and whatever it is, you talk to the doctor through video, a Zoom type video or something. So I did that, and after I did a video a day ago, yesterday I think, about the STD rates here in Atlanta, and I had been thinking about this for a while. And I said, you know what? Let me race my ass over there and get back on PrEP. So I called down to Positive Impact. I called them up. I said, hey, I want to make an appointment to come in to get you started back up on PrEP. So they looked at my information and they said, well, basically all you do is walk in. You don't need an appointment at Positive Impact. You walk in for STD screening. And if you pass the STD screening that day, they put you into the PrEP. We'll put you with a PrEP doctor that day. So I said, okay, fine. I jumped up off the couch, got dressed, took a shower, got dressed, and ran on down there to there. And I got tested got my little HIV test, came back negative, of course. Negative, for those of you who always wonder, hey, what's the status? And I show them negative. They say, hey, well, I think he positive. No, I say, I'm negative. I still think he lies. I say, no, I'm negative. Negative niggas. If you can read this on the side, I don't know if you can read it or not. I don't know, it's negative. Anyway, guess what I got? So I go in, they do the STD screening, they test you for everything. They do rapid HIV tests. They test you for everything. In order for you to get into the PrEP clinic, you have to be tested for all STDs. So that means they swab your throat, they do blood work, they make you pee in a cup, they swab your anal area, they make you you pee in the cup and all this other stuff. And then after all that was done, they have a pharmacy right there. I was approved for PrEP, and guess what I left with? Ta-da! So yesterday morning, I didn't have PrEP. I didn't have a prescription for PrEP. Didn't even have an appointment to see a doctor for PrEP. I got up off my ass, went over the positive impact indicator. And it took about an hour, hour and a half for me to get everything. But I walked up out that clinic with a bottle of PrEP pills. Now, I'm on these pills temporarily because what I wanted was the PrEP shots. So they give you this temporarily while they submit some paperwork, and then eventually I will be allowed to get PrEP by injectable form that you take once a month, once or twice a month. You come in and get a shot. I think maybe once every 2 months or something. And I don't have to take these pills every day. But when I was there yesterday, I learned something. There is a new medication that can prevent you from getting gonorrhea, syphilis, and chlamydia. A brand new medication. Let's see, where is it? It's a brand new medication. I hope I saved it. Maybe I didn't. Let's go back. But it's a brand new medication. Dang it, I might not have saved it. No, well, did I? I might not have saved it. There's a brand new medication called Doma something. And it will prevent you, it's a pill that you take daily, and it will prevent you from getting gonorrhea, syphilis, and I thought I saved, I don't know, maybe I saved it to my desktop over here, the computer. Let me see. So those of you, I don't see it. Dang it, I know I saved it. I don't know where I saved it to, but it will prevent you from getting, I was going to see that picture of it. I was trying to find the name of it, but I don't see it. I know I took a picture of it. But it's a pill that you can take that will prevent you from getting gonorrhea, syphilis, and Doxy-PEP. It was something, but it is designed to prevent you from getting. It's a brand new medication that you can take, and you take it daily, do I understand, and it prevents you from, if you come in contact with gonorrhea or syphilis or chlamydia, you won't get it. So I'm gonna Google it and see medicine that prevents. You guys cut the grills out. Let's see. A Doxy-PEP. Okay, so Doxy-PEP treatment has been shown to reduce bacterial STIs like syphilis. Doxycycline for STI. So obviously it's doxycycline, which is a antibiotic. And I think you take it, I don't know if you take it, how it works. Doxy-PEP, Doxypep. So those who are interested, Google Doxy-PEP and do your research on it. I'm not sure if you take it daily or I don't know. So you got to check it out. Doxy-PEP is a promising strategy to reduce sexually transmitted infection in populations that are disproportionately affected by high rates of sexually transmitted infections, specifically men who have sex with men and transgender women who have had recent STIs. It would be important to monitor the impact of Doxy-PEP on antibiotic resistance over time and weigh this against the demonstrated benefit of reduced STIs. So you take it, and it lowers the chance of you getting an STI, sexually transmitted disease, but it doesn't say how much. Well, for those of you who run around having sex like dogs in heats and cats and animals in the heat, and you're constantly getting STIs and STIs, I'm very lucky I'm that. Y'all, I don't even, when I went in there yesterday to get tested, it was a fairly busy health clinic it's in the syndicator. It's on, the address is 523 Church Street, Positive Impact Health Center. This is why I went and got it. Positive Impact Health Center, I can read that. It's in Decatur, fairly busy, robust health clinic, I believe. doctors and nurses running around, lots of patients in there, in and out. I don't know what the patients are doing. I got in and out relatively fast, I think, maybe an hour and a half, and I did walk out of there. I think one of the reasons why it took a little bit longer, everybody was talking, they recognized me. People knew me at the clinic and were asking questions and talking to people. In the past, I've discussed working with them, doing some type of promotional type videos with them and stuff. It never really went no place. We talked about it, and once again, we talked about it again yesterday. I think maybe I might be too controversial of a person to handle that subject matter, and I think that you have people inside the clinic who like me, you have some folks there who don't like me. So, that's just, they know who I was when I walked in there. And maybe that's why I'm not going to say that helped me quickly get things done yesterday, but I will say that I got there around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they were open to 8 o'clock last night. They're open on 8 o'clock on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But I was able to get seen. I was able to get my medications. I was able to get in and out of there without any issues. So, for those of you who are interested and you live in Atlanta, Georgia, and you're interested in any of these medications that might prevent you from getting HIV and having any of these issues, my suggestion is get up off your ass like I did. Got off my ass yesterday, got in my car, drove over there, walked through the door. When they said I didn't need an appointment, I said, let me get my ass on over here. In order to get PrEP, you have to come through the door. They're going to test you for all STIs, sexually transmitted disease, the rapid HIV test. If your test comes back negative on HIV, then they proceed forward with you seeing a doctor, and then they write your prescription for PrEP. Like I said, I walked out the door with this bottle. I've been on PrEP before. I'm not really a big fan of PrEP pills. I want to get the PrEP injectable, which is what I would prefer. I don't like. I ran into some problems with the pills in the past with a rash that wouldn't go away, so I know I can't stay on these pills long. I do believe PrEP is essential if you want to protect yourself from HIV or any other sexual transmitted. Now with this new Doxy-PEP, but hey, we all grown. It's your asshole, your vagina, your health. It is your prerogative to do what's best for you. Now, because people are always going to have a conversation. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Get them motherfuckers the middle fingers and take care of your health. Fuck what everybody else got to say. We got a lot of ignorance in our community when it comes to medications and taking care of your health. So these niggas crazy as fucking hell. Lord, they're crazy. But we all know these STDs are spreading like wildfire throughout the black community. Let's not be naive about this. If you are black and you are having sex, you are at risk for syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV, or whatever else is running around out there. So it's up to you to protect yourself. Of course, the best way to protect yourself is to use condoms. But in the case of syphilis, and I don't know about any other, I believe syphilis and herpes, condoms lower the risk, but you still can get syphilis, I know for sure. If you're having sex with somebody and they have syphilis, they still can pass syphilis to you even if you're wearing a condom. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not a doctor or a nurse. Do your own research. That's what y'all got these iPhones and laptops and computers for, because if you're watching this, you got access to the internet, so you can go do your own research and find out. But I will say this, that place was packed yesterday. Lots of patients in there, lots of people running around. I don't know what they were doing. There were a lot of folks in there. There were a lot of people. And so I was kind of looking around. Young, old, black, white, Hispanic, every nationality. They had a very large group of patients coming in and out of that facility over there. So we know, at least, and this place is designed for sexual health. I don't know what else they do over there. I mean, they have a doctor, they check your blood pressure, they do all this stuff. It's just like going to a regular doctor's office, and they have tons of nurses and doctors running around that place. So my suggestion for those of you who want to not end up another statistic, I don't know what else to say about this, go do your research in whatever city you live in, whatever town or city or state you live in. You can find these clinics who offer these types of services like PrEP, P-R-E-P. If you're sexually active and you're not HIV positive already, my suggestion is you get on PrEP and adhere to taking these pills to prevent you from getting an STD. Since, well, at least HIV. Now, Doxy-PEP, D-O-X-Y-P-E-P, what I was just reading about, I'll see if I can find a video on Doxy-PEP, because I had never even heard of it before until recently. So maybe I'll front load the video. Might be able to find something about it. Let's see, and I'll be able to put a video or something on there. Let's see. Posted. Let's see, there's a video. Yeah, I found a video from this year, February 2023. So I will watch this video and front load it on the front of this video. It's kind of long. It says 11 minutes and 43. There I see a video here. Taking antibiotic after sex cuts STIs by 2/3. Doxy-PEP. So, anyway, give me a little short video because I want to do a video on something else. And plus, I want to cook some breakfast. It's 10:30 in the morning. If you're looking for ginger and race and they out there on the porch eating their breakfast, I put their asses up. Like there's too much action going on around here this morning. I get tired of everybody. Hey, it's so loud in the background and dogs running around. Yeah, it is. So shit, imagine living in this house and they chewed up my damn cord over here. I was charging my iPhone, and I guess they somehow got hold of that damn cord and chewed it up. And I gotta get that wire out of my car. But anyway, it's 10:30 in the morning. I just wanted to do a quick video about my yesterday, me going to the Positive Impact Health Center in Decatur, Georgia, and getting my negative HIV test, and they gave me PrEP. So, I'm out of here. Today's Wednesday. It is April 26th, year 2023. I'm out and enjoy the rest of this beautiful Wednesday.